Hello, welcome to part 14 of getting into EVE Online. This one pretty much deals with finding a reprocessing station, mining the ores, and then compressing the ores. So pretty much if you're going out mining anywhere, you want to make sure there's a reprocessing station inside the system that you're at, and then find asteroid belts, actually go and mine. So we fit out the Venture with Miner 2s in the last episode and Miner 1 upgrade. So we're ready to undock from the Tranquility trading station. And if we right click in space, we can see there's 3 asteroid belts. So pretty much we just start at the first asteroid belt, go down the list, check the other asteroid belts. Yeah, we checked the first asteroid belt, there's nothing here. So we check the second one, and then we check the third one, and we see that there's nothing at any of them. So if there's nothing at any of the belts, you'd want to warp to a player station, right? Warp to a station steer safely. Open up the map here, try to find a neighboring system, and go into the structures tab. And then you want to search information about these structures, search for services, see if they have a reprocessing center at the place. If they do, set your destination to the reprocessing center, and then you just have to fly there. Once you arrive at the reprocessing center, make sure that you could dock up at the station. Yeah, so if it lets you dock up at the station, then it's perfectly fine. Once you get out, you could right click on the station and save the location of the station and just save it as refinery. So if you just right click a place in space and you wanted to come back here, you could just right click, find the refinery. But we see there's asteroid belts here, right? So we start going to the closest asteroid belt. Looks like there's one directly next to this reprocessing facility. If the asteroid belt's empty, it just has scordite here, right? You don't want to mine scordite. Scordite seems to be something you don't want to mine. So if there's nothing here, we could just right click, go to asteroid belts, and see that we're at asteroid belt 1. So let's just go down the list. Go down the list and warp to the different asteroid belts until you find something. Until you find something good to mine here. There's nothing at this asteroid belt, right? So I think there was nothing in any of these asteroid belts. So if there's nothing good in any of these asteroid belts, just open your region map and then just try to find a neighboring system with a reprocessing facility and see if you could find some other place to go mine. It's pretty much there's asteroid belts in every system almost. It's pretty much you have to find the reprocessing facility, or else you're going to be transferring everything. It's going to take you so long to transfer everything without a reprocessing facility. So the first place we checked was actually 2 jumps away, right? So let's click here, and then we could try to go through the one that's 1 jumps away. We can see if there's a reprocessing facility here. We can see there is one, so we could set our destination here. And then we could just try jumping 1 jump over to the next system. We could go to this refinery. We could save our location. We could see there's a bunch of asteroid fields here. So we could pretty much just do the same thing and search these asteroid belts. And then we finally found something. We found something besides scordite, right? We found pyroxers, we found Valdespar, so there's a whole bunch of things in this asteroid belt. And then the refinery is right there. If we use our survey scanner, we could see all the asteroids that are nearby and how much asteroids is inside of them. So we pretty much just lock onto them. We want to find 2 asteroids, put 1 mining laser on 2 different asteroids. Pretty much you don't want to be putting both lasers on 1 asteroids. So you'd want to try to lock onto maybe 4 asteroid targets at a time. So when one's depleted, you could just lock onto the other one. Oh, that's right. Then select the refinery in the overview and then align to the refinery. This will help you warp faster. And if you keep it, and if you press Control B to bookmark in space, you could save this as like M1. Yeah, and then if you ever want to come here, you just right click in space, and then you find M1, and then you warp to 0 kilometers, and you come exactly here. So you can set up your inventory how you want. So you can see your ores are coming in, and you got your survey scanner in the right hand side. So if you select the station, you could always just dock by clicking the dock button. Pretty much if you always have these stations selected, if somebody comes to try to kill you for some reason, you could just dock up instantly. But when your inventory's full, you could disable your miners and then dock up at the refinery station. Once you're inside the refinery station, bring all of your ores into the station's item hangar and then right click on the ore. So we see it's worth 1 million right now. As soon as we compress these ores, it's immediately worth 50% more. So compressing them makes the ores worth 50% more, and they're easier to transfer.